Hey, what is up, guys? It is Winter Force here, coming at you guys today with some Star Wars Battlefront. Today I'm going to show you guys how I like to play as Luke Skywalker.
May the Force be with us.
Now, you guys, you might notice that I'm playing this offline with just the bots. But that's just because it's like 10 o'clock at night whenever I'm recording this. I don't know when I'll be uploading this, but either way, it's still like 10 o'clock at night, and I just didn't feel like going into online and getting the gameplay for you guys. Because then I would have to sit around and just wait for the game to get a hero, and yeah, I'm just ready for bed. But anyway, the way I like to play Luke Skywalker, you guys, these are just basically some pro tips. Luke Skywalker has some incredible speed that is unmatched by any other hero in the game. He can outrun any infantry, as you can see here. This poor fool here does not stand a chance compared to Luke Skywalker. Anytime whenever you're not attacking, Luke should always be blocking to avoid any other conflict and any other damage take. And also, guys, I'm also not exactly playing to my best potential right now, but, you know, yeah, anyway, but Luke also, with his two abilities, he has his R1, which is Saber Rush, which is where he leaps into the air and swings his lightsaber, which does a lot of damage, and can also be used to close gaps or move long distances at a time, as you see there. And then Luke's L1, let me just find a stormtrooper here. Okay, Luke's L1 is his force push, which affects any stormtrooper in the immediate area of attack. Any stormtrooper in the area in front of him, instantly killing them, and it also, I believe, can kill as many people as you can round up in front of him. But it's just a really good tool in any situation, basically. It does decent damage to heroes. I haven't exactly checked the numbers, but normally whenever I use it, it does decent damage to heroes. It also staggers them and can break their block, so that's a plus up. Also, when playing as Luke, I always advise you to stay moving at all times. You really don't want to be standing still as Luke Skywalker for very long, just because using his speed to your advantage can keep you off the radar, especially when you're playing modes like Hero Hunt, where you're always on the map as a giant red dot. But just especially for the fact that if you get cornered by too many stormtroopers, you will go down. There is no possible way that you are going to be able to hold the block for that long, or be able to block that many people shooting their blasters at you. That also said, Luke comes with his iconic, normally green lightsaber, but since we're playing on Hoth, it will be blue. But one ability that I also almost neglected to mention is Luke's heavy attack, which is where he swings forward like such and does a lot of damage. Also, if Vader and Luke meet, and they both use their heavy attacks at the same time, it will trigger a clash. That is the most iconic thing that I have ever seen from the movies, in which Luke and Vader fight light side versus dark side to overpower each other with raw strength. Now, used to, before they patched it, you could take damage while you were in the clash, but that was patched, so no need to worry about that now. You can clash away and never have to worry about stormtroopers. Now let's talk about strategy. If you're playing on Supremacy, or any other game mode that's not heroes versus villains, or Hero Hunt, you're going to always want to stay moving at any time given. You don't want to stay still for too long, just because that I found that the more I stay still equals the more times that I'm probably going to get found and die. You You also want to always try to stay behind cover, because what I've noticed with people who play as Luke is they'll get Luke from the hero drops, and they'll rush straight up the center. They won't block, they'll just go on a full frontal attack and then just get blasted. Now that's being a waste of a hero, and it just doesn't work out for your team in any way. Playing as Luke Skywalker isn't like Darth Vader, where you have a little bit more leniency with your aggressiveness. With Luke Skywalker, you have to play it a bit more tactical, because Luke doesn't exactly have very many long-range attacks per se, like Vader does. Luke really only has his saber rush, but other than that, he doesn't have much to get him up close. Now, what you also want to be doing on Supremacies, you also want to be avoiding ATSTs, and you also want to avoid orbital strikes and TIE fighters. All three of those things can do a lot of damage to your heroes, because the longer you stay alive, the more chances you have of picking someone off, or picking more people off. The more people you pick off is probably the better option for your team. Also, when playing as any lightsaber character, you probably are going to want to stick to more close quarters combat. Every map has some sort of close quarters area. As far as I have found, every map has some sort of close quarters area. Even if it's just a small one, it's there. So you mainly want to stick to those, because just rushing out in the open just makes it to where it's so much harder to protect yourself. You can't use your lightsaber as much, which is your main weapon. And really, all in all, it's just going to make for a bad time whenever it comes around to you trying to pick some more stormtroopers off. Now, if you're playing heroes versus villains, what you would mainly want to do is you don't want to rush straight for any heroes. You want to see if you can go around them, come up behind them, and sneak attack them, because the element of surprise for me has always worked whenever I play as heroes versus villains. On heroes versus villains, my bad. But the sneak attack approach for me, like I said, normally works 99% of the time, just because you're going to be able to get those few hits off without them knowing, and if they're already previously damaged from, you know, rebels or other heroes on your team, then that's just going to put you in the advantage in so many ways. Now, if you're playing Hero Hunt, that's kind of a different story. You're really going to want to stick to the stay on the move tactic, just because on Hero Hunt, it's just you against everyone else, and you're always going to be on the map for them. You're never going to be off the map in any sort of way. Also, I advise that if you're playing on a darker map, if you want to stay hidden, that way you can get those sneak attacks easier, what I would advise doing would be to turn off the lightsaber by pressing down on your D-pad, as you see here. Now, if you ever want to reactivate it, you can just, you know, hold L2, press R2, or you can just simply press down again, and it will always reactivate the lightsaber. But, however, if you run or anything like that and the lightsaber goes off, don't worry. As soon as you stop running, it will come back on. Your lightsaber is not broken. Because, don't judge, but the first time I played this game and the lightsaber turned off, I thought the game was broken. There you guys have it. That is how I play Luke Skywalker. I'm sorry if the gameplay wasn't exactly the best gameplay of me playing. Also, I apologize for it being the AI, because my internet has been jank here recently with all the storms passing through, and it's super late at night, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for more content, as I do upload daily. Have yourselves a great day. Stay cool, guys. Peace.